we'll keep the energy high. Hope so. So first we'll start with the intro, what you guys building in the, crypto wallet space. And then I will, ask more question. But the first question is, as a founder of, decent wallet, uh, core team or CTO decent wallet, why, uh, hardware wallet make more sense as, there is so many wallets are coming, like MPC wallets are coming, right? So please start with your intro and, um, the current, market of the wallet is very, very competitive, right? Coinbase wallet, wallet is services coming. So is this still, hardware wallets are still making more sense? What I feel is, wallets are kind of roadblocks to, to onboard next million users as the regulations are, right? And it's a very, very complex, thing. So how you guys doing it?
All right, first of all, my name is Wan Q Kim. I'm the Chief Business Officer at the Decent Wallet. So Decent Wallet has been in this industry since 2017, and with the title of the first hardware wallet with a fingerprint authentication with the Bluetooth connectivity. To answer his question that, I know that there are quite a number of players are playing in this industry, but regardless whether you are holding the hot wallet or the cold wallet or the centralized exchange or the custodial, non-custodial wallet, it is crucial that you need to have a wallet to enjoy any kind of blockchain services because wallet is the entry point for blockchain, which is a Web3. But when time goes by, that each wallet has a unique pro and con because for the centralized exchange wallet, it's very easy to use, but at the same time, you are letting your own custody to the sort of the central exchange, while the non-custodial wallet, like a Decent Wallet, that you are holding the full responsibility of the private key of all the digital asset that is happening at or located at the blockchain. So now, moving on, that probably it's very hard to judge which wallet is better against another one, but depends on your asset portfolio or your preference. Probably the mixture of the central exchange wallet and the non-custodial wallet combination could be the alternative or the best solution to keep your assets safely.
Makes sense. Daniel, over to you. What you guys building at MetaEarth, and how MetaEarth is enabling to onboard next billion, users?
So I'm Daniel Maddern. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Meta Earth. So I've got a long background in Web3, gaming, cybersecurity, and infrastructure. So Meta Earth is really focusing on easy onboarding for users. And I think this is one of the big problems we've got to solve. So as you're saying, there's no one-stop solution for wallets right now, depending on the asset. Some things you're going to want in cold storage or a hardware wallet, other things you're comfortable on a SEX. You might be comfortable with your NFTs in MetaMask.
Yes.
It all comes down to kind of your risk tolerance and what assets and what you consider valuable. I think we're moving to kind of a hybrid wallet mode where everything needs to work together. We're seeing a lot of networks now doing IBC protocols and multi-networks and roll-apps and things like that. We need a framework for wallet communications. Some users, when you ask, you say, what network is your wallet on? They don't even know.
Yep.
Yep. So kind of the fragmentation in the wallet market is a big problem. And I want to send you USDT. Okay, what network am I sending it on? Okay, okay, now I have to put it on my SEX, change networks, send it to you. It's difficult, and that complexity is one of the biggest things stopping Web3 adoption, I think. It's not an easy problem to solve, but I think we're making good progress.
Yeah, makes sense. So, at Decent Wallet, right, or, as the panel is, we want to onboard the next billion users, right? So, as a Decent Wallet or, like at what category we are mostly focusing on? Is it like Gen Z or Gen Alpha, or the traditional guys are coming on? What's the main focus of the decent to onboard them? And the next is, as you guys decided, as you already build a very good decent wallet, you guys are sponsoring the event also. What is the main thing you still feel as a as a CTO of the decent wallet, the users are still facing problem to onboard into Web3, or to install the new wallets and onboard, set their seed phrases and everything? Like, what are the still there are some roadblocks that as a decent wallet you feel we should fix in next 1-2 years?
All right, because I mean, from the presentation by the 13 years old entrepreneur, that was really overwhelmed. Yes. So now to answer his question that, who are our target customer? I would say this is the open for the everyone, because it really depends on that, the type of asset that he's holding. Probably in the Gen Z is a more open for the NFT or any kind of maybe sort of the meme coin, which has a very high return. But for the older generation like me, you like to have a sort of the stable and secure, where you're focusing on the major coin like a Bitcoin. So probably to answer his question that, I'm open and there is no restriction in terms of age or the gender perspective. And the thing is that this blockchain or each cryptocurrency is a very, very complicated. As Daniel mentioned that, if I want to send a USDT, which network that do I have to choose? Maybe someone has a USDT based on the Ethereum, or someone has a based on the Solana. So now, from the user perspective, that it's really hard to choose which network that has to be selected to send it. And how about the gas fee? You need to have a native token to support this gas fee to send the ERC20 token. So now, it is really fortunate that we do see lots of layer 2, as well as the other service provider who are offering those comprehensive or the seamless so-called protocol in a back end. But the bottom line is the wallet is facing the individual customer, which means that we have to combine those kind of different protocol or message protocol to make it very easy to show the simplest or simple or the seamless user experience in front of individual user perspective. So probably account abstraction could be very, very good example, because instead of going through the 24 seed phrase or 25, setting up the wallet, and maybe you can just do the social login, and it will support the multi-sig sort of the security. And probably when it comes with the gas fee, then maybe you do not have to pay the Ethereum to send the ERC20 token, because this account abstraction feature already supported gasless transaction by the paymaster as well as a bundler. So we have a very long journey for the mass adoption, but bottom line is that we are very moving fastly, and soon that this mass adoption for the Web3 is going to become reality.
So Daniel, same question for you. As we talking about to onboard next billion users, what's the main focus of MetaEarth? Like, as you guys having, I was checking your product. You having multiple things like MetaEarth ID, MetaEarth Pass, right? So how you guys trying to enable to onboard next billion users, and as still you having these solutions, you still feel there is still needs to be done as a part of MetaEarth to onboard these next billion users?
So I mean, the main problem for any project is the wallet problem, and that's not going anywhere. So we've built MetaPass and MeID, our decentralized wallet and identity solution. So if I go to my mom and I say, I need you to set up a crypto wallet, if you lose these 25 words, you lose all your money.
Yep.
That doesn't work. We need, as you said, account abstraction. We need wallets to start being more chain agnostic. Gas fees need to be simpler. I need to be able to just send money and transact when I want to, and not have all this friction. that's how we're going to get users. And what we're building with MetaPass solves a lot of those problems. It's not a perfect solution yet, but the first version of everything is never perfect. So I think we're making good progress towards our vision for what a Web3 wallet should look like. But I think one of the big things holding it back is standardization. There's a lot of modular blockchain networks out there now. There's a lot of IBC layers and layer 2s. Everyone kind of built their own communication layer for cross-chain communications. So now you have 10 different standards on how to communicate across different blockchains. We kind of need standardization in that space. So every wallet can adopt a more simple solution rather than having to adopt all 10 if you want to be chain agnostic.
Absolutely, because the market standardization is very, very crucial. Yes. Because each wallet is very challenging for us to support all different types of a protocol. Yeah. Because that how many blockchain networks are in the market, yeah. And you need to support all different types of chain. And so now instead of supporting individual product or the project, probably the market standardization is going to be much, much helpful for us to offer the seamless user interface as well as a user experience when it comes with the crypto management.
Yeah. So, all are good points, right? Like user, initially we're facing so many issues to manage multiple protocols and multiple chains. Then we have account abstractions, and now the chain abstraction is also there, right? One thing that I feel, I want to know from you more, as a Gen Z or Gen Alpha, I'm a kind of a more friendly to MetaMask, right? And as a user, I feel like hardware wallet are more for maybe risk traders. Like I don't want to buy a hardware wallet, right? So what? So I want to know more about the products that you're building. Why I should go with the decent wallet. Like why I should be the user of the decent wallet. This is the first thing. The second is the security is so much important in the wallet space, right? Even yesterday, one of my security researchers that writes so good reports on hacks, he got hacked, right? Because he given approval to someone airdrop, some fake tokens, and he, and then token pumped, and he was, trying to sell, and he thought he's just giving access to only one token approval, but he, the protocol taken the access of all the, the tokens that the person was holding, right? The security is extremely important. I feel hardware wallet provide the security, but apart from the security as a Gen Alpha, Gen Z, why I should go on the hardware wallets? This is the one thing. Yes.
Okay, I think there are very thin line between the security as well as the usability or the seamless user experience. So each wallet player needs to make a very clear judgment that which area to be focused. So that's why there are number of hot wallet players who offers the seamless user experience while giving less weight for the security. And when it comes with the hardware or the core wallet perspective, they give a more weight to the security area rather than the user experience. However, but when you just enter the PIN number to confirm the transaction at the hardware, probably that is a traditional way. But what if that your transaction can be confirmed by scanning your fingerprint, which is a very, very unique identity of your personal itself? Probably that could be those kind of experience or the example are good to balance between the security as well as the user experience. And on top of that, since wallet is facing the customer or the user directly, there are services called as an alert system. That means when user wants to connect any kind of debt or any kind of services or receiving the token, wallet is going to give us an alert that, okay, this is a scam site or the phishing site, and so please make sure that you are connecting your wallet to the legit services. And also, when you just receive the airdrop from the someone, and you better make sure that this token is legit, and you could have those kind of alert message before you confirm the transaction. So those kind of little small thing is going to improve or build the trust at the each individual user, and definitely it will help to make a bigger industry, to make mass adoption in Web3.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. As you know, in the last speaker session, as Hesky was also mentioning, if you go to any of the token on the deck screener or anything, like there is one security score is coming, is the right token, is the meme coin to invest. I feel these kind of security scores are really making sense. As a security company, we also provide these kind of scores, like CoinGecko is also using our scores, and so many DeFi companies are also using our scores. Daniel, I want to ask you, one question. I want to go more in detail in your product. Why I should be user of MetaEarth, right? And I want to ask a very basic question, right? What's the difference between a wallet and a pass? Like you having the MetaPass is a kind of a passport, right? Can I have only one kind of a wallet or passport, and it's kind of my passport to the complete, you can say, new digital asset world where I can do any kind of stuff? So yeah.
So MePass is a wallet.
Yeah.
It's very soon to be an MPC wallet, so you can have that account of abstraction. You're not having to. You can do your seed phrase backup if you want. You can import it into a hardware wallet, things like that. But the big feature of MePass is MeID. So your account is tied to your actual verified identity. Now that's stored off-chain, and the encrypted hash is stored on-chain, and we use zero knowledge proofs, so you can prove aspects of your identity, where you're from, your age, at your discretion. So that's good for security, because if people are, if someone's scamming you, they don't want their ID linked to their wallet. So if you're transacting with someone, or you can airdrop from someone whose actual wallet is verified and KYC'd, then you have a bit more trust in what they're doing. I think in the future of payments and Web3, unfortunately, we need to go down more of a KYC path, more regulation. If your bank account gets hacked, you can generally get the money back. Your crypto wallet gets hacked, good luck.
Yeah.
The other big problem we have is, phishing is so prevalent in Web3. Like, just saying, oh, get a hardware wallet or use multi-sig doesn't always work. Like the Bybit hack was a multi-sig. If you sign the wrong transaction, your wallet's drained.
Yeah.
If you're interacting with projects and contracts linked to KYC'd and verified individuals, then you have recourse. When you say, all my money went to this strange wallet, can you help me? No, I can't.
Yeah.
When you can say, my money went to this person, they scammed me, then you have legal recourse.
And probably this seed phrase is the most complicated onboarding process that user needs to go through. And there are quite a number of cases that happen that someone has access for this seed phrase and making a clone wallet, and they just send your crypto to another address without, I would say, telling you. So I mean, having the self-custody is require full responsibility of managing your seed phrase, which is your private key. But when you use a central exchange, you do not have to go through, or you do not have to take a full responsibility for managing your seed phrase. So this is sort of the pro and con that depends on that what is your characteristic of how to manage your asset. You have to choose the right solution. But once again, that do not put all your egg into the single basket. That speaks out.
Absolutely.
That, yes, you need to take a sort of the hybrid or the combination of different types of a wallet.
I think a key point there is centralized exchange. It's designed for trading. If you're holding assets, doing payments, do you need to be on an exchange?
Not
Maybe not.
really.
Yeah.
So I think good. So now the new thing is coming, right? Like, US also passed the Genius Act, and more TradFi is coming to the crypto, right? So as a TradFi user, like, should I definitely I'm going to care about my custody, and uh, I may be going to care about, if I'm a institution, like, what is the way of recovery of assets, right? I'm going to interact with so many assets are there, right? So as a, decent wallet, are you guys building, or maybe what's your view on that? Like, are we should build something like as a decent wallet? Are you guys thinking to build something like Fireblocks, or like, Privy? These are kind of a more wallet infra, or like more institutions wallets are coming. If you are an institution, right, like, how you are going to choose a wallet provider, or as a wallet infra, and as a decent, how you guys doing it?
Okay, because looking back this old blockchain history, I think when it comes with the mass adoption, there are two remarkable sort of the announcement or decision happened in this industry. The first one was the ETF approval. That means that all the institutional companies are invited to manage or to involve with all these cryptocurrencies, starting from the Bitcoin. That was the first one. And the second one was the Genius Act that was announced in the last month, emphasizing about the stable coin. Because what happened was that all the cryptocurrency were challenged by the rest of the world that, okay, your cryptocurrency is not or cannot play as a sort of the method of the payment because of the price fluctuation. But with the stable coin that pegged with the fiat money, I think that one has been already resolved. That's why there are quite a number of announcements as well as discussion is happening based on the stable coin, which could be considered as a sort of the killer app. But from the wallet perspective, that we believe that this stable coin is a sort of the infrastructure. In other words, that this is a highway that you need to build all different types of services based on the stable coin that is already happening, such as the payment or the cross-border transfer, or like maybe this kind of, I would say, sort of the payment can be done through the stable coin, which reduce the fluctuation of the price. And there are quite a number of people are already familiar with the digital payment, such as scanning the QR code. You do not have to learn how to send your money to the other address. So now, when it comes with the stable coin, it's almost the same thing, because I think this service is going to be the killer app for the mass adoption. So moving on, that probably we are going to be in another level, but still there are homework from the wallet perspective side that you need to make sure to offer the seamless user interface as well as a user experience, so that people do not have to worry about which network they have to choose to send a stable coin to another address.
Makes sense. I was reading a report by, I think, Coinbase around stable coins, and the first thing that they mentioned was, how we can fix the wallet UX. I think wallet UX is the biggest roadblock in crypto adoption than the regulations that I feel, and that we need to fix as a a Web3 ecosystem. Daniel, for you, what's your view on the same question? Like, if institutions are coming and TradFi is coming, what you feel we still lacking in as a wallet infra that we should make better? And do you guys have, like, currently I can see you targeting more, retailers or traders. Do you plan to build something around the institutions and the TradFi companies?
I think verification, regulation, it's the way everything is going to go in crypto. The previous talk was showing all the regulatory authorities around the world now, and that's gaining traction everywhere now, because if I want to do business as a crypto company in a country and there's no regulation, or it's a very gray area, or it's not legal, then I'm not going to do business there. I'm going to go to Dubai and get regulated on VARA, or I'm going to pick somewhere that makes running a business frictionless. So, you know, countries don't want to be unattractive to businesses. So, but they also don't want crypto to be the Wild West. So, you know, regulatory authorities are always going to be kind of the next big push from government entities. And like we're seeing with the Genius Act and stable coins, you know, they want not necessarily control, but they want to know that what we're doing as crypto companies are at least within the guidelines. We saw this kind of back of Web2 financial institutions back in the day. You know, now you need to have a trading license if you're a stockbroker and things like that. Any kind of, you know, emerging market that has a large financial impact is always going to end up with regulation. You know, where we have node organizations around the world designed to meet specific regulatory requirements, so our Dubai entity complies with FARA, you know, so we can operate those node companies in those specific countries. I think, you know, that's not going to change. I don't see the requirements for KYC going away anytime soon. You know, like most regulatory authorities say, if you're interacting with our citizens and there's fiat on-ramps and things like that, you have to KYC now. Yeah. It would be nice if there was some kind of standardization for a crypto company to meet every regulatory requirement around the world. I think is impossible right now. You know, all you need is two countries to have a differing opinion on, say, a security protocol or how you secure like a custodial wallet, and suddenly you're not compliant in one of the countries. So it's still early days, and I think there's a lot of gray areas.
Yeah, I think this is the interesting thing you said. It can be something the way banks work, like we having the SWIFT, right? Maybe something can be there where, you know, if a user having this your like MetaEarth pass or something, that can be used. So now coming to the like, last part of the panel, right? Now like everyone is talking about AI agents, right? And everyone is trying to, you know, figure out how these AI agents can hold some custody or, you know, having some kind of smart wallets, right? And as you know, as I feel, and you know, AI agents is going to do lots of trading on the behalf of you, right? All the automation, where to go, how to take the yield and everything. So what your like view on you know, as decent wallet is a hardware wallet, right? And as a user, as a Gen Z, you know, like again, 90% are retail traders. They wanna, you know, use these DeFi AI agents, do the trading and everything. How you see the combination of both AI plus smart wallets plus maybe, you know, hardware wallets, and with the combination of AI, there is one more thing is, you know, I was checking one, you know, there is one kind of a hacker on, you know, HackerOne, and this is a kind of a completely automated security AI powered, you know, security hacker, and it's in a top rank, right? It's a finding a vulnerability, right? And now there is this so much automation is going on, and there is going to be more security, you know, loopholes around it, and that needs to be taken care of. So as a security company, that we are trying to build how we can build it. But my question is this: how the smart wallets plus AI agents, and you know, is going to play the role and to help onboard the next billion users, as AI is the abstraction layer for crypto, as you know, we all are talking about.
Why don't you start first?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would never connect my hardware wallet to an AI agent. We see, you know, I've got a long security background. We see jailbreaks for AI all the time.
Yeah.
If an AI agent is holding seed phrases or private keys, eventually someone's going to figure out a way to get them.
Yeah.
There needs to be some kind of, you know, back-end system securing that seed phrase, not the AI agent. Yeah, I would never give any kind of wallet control over to a back-end agent. A back-end system that's secured properly, you know, has a KMS, something like that, I would feel safer.
Mm-hmm.
But with the current state of AI, I would definitely not trust it with managing my money.
I mean, frankly speaking, this AI, ChatGPT, I think, they were getting the attention probably in the last year or something.
Yep.
But I know that, they do have a very long journey. But when it comes with the crypto or the blockchain investment perspective, that the challenge the user are facing is there are so much information is floating all everywhere. And it's very hard to judge that which area or which project that they need to invest or monitor. And probably, as Daniel mentioned, that definitely I would not ask AI agent to manage my private key because this is no. But when it comes with the getting the information and what is a community or the industry are doing, and you could get very good help from those AI agents because that is the best way that you can just get those information and make your own judgment whether you are going to do any further investment or not.
Yeah, makes sense. So I feel AI agents is going to have, I think, their own smart wallets plus policy layers. And as a user, you can define like how much these AI agents can spend. So at least they are making the right bets that we feel as an industry. So many solutions are coming. So I have like one last question for both of you. Like how you see in next 3-5 years, how like where the wallet infra or wallet technology is going to be?
Because I know that there are quite a number of wallet players in this industry, but to make it very clear that we have to grow our industry rather than the competing each other. Because as I mentioned earlier, that each wallet has a very unique or pro and con, and based on your personal characteristic and how to manage your private key is completely up to you. But keep in mind that that not your key, not your crypto, and that means you should not depend on the central exchange or the custody wallet to fully access to your private key.
Yeah, absolutely. I think next 5 years, I'm hoping we see a big movement towards kind of payment processing, things like that. I'm not going to use a Sex wallet to go pay at 7-Eleven. I'm going to use my own wallet.
Yep.
Now, whether that's we start seeing hardware chips in phones to help secure wallets, so your phone becomes your hardware wallet. I'm not sure what direction that's gonna take, but payments are going to be the way we can kind of expand that, and crypto will get bigger. When I'm traveling, I travel a lot. You travel a lot for work. If I can pay in crypto in every single country I'm at, I've got USDT, it does all the currency conversion automatically. That's a game changer for me. If it can be on my phone, then I'm not worrying about travel cards and things like that. I'm not worrying about currency conversion fees. And if we can standardize and have good payment processes, that's going to be huge for Web 2 and Web 3.
I think from my side, I feel with you guys, other big players like Google or Apple is going to integrate the crypto wallets inside their wallets.
I do see that.
And we can easily spend, and there can be social recovery, and everything is going to be there. And I think this is the way where user will not realize are they interacting with Web 2 application, Web 3 application. They are just doing the transactions. All right. Thanks for insights. Very good insights. Thanks for your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to all our panelists, and now please stand in front of the table to take some group photos. Vâng ạ, vừa rồi chúng ta đã được lắng nghe rất nhiều chia sẻ từ các diễn giả. Please stand in front of the table for the best photos. Và có rất nhiều những chia sẻ đã được mang đến trong phiên thảo luận vừa rồi. Với sự đồng hành của các chuyên gia, những diễn giả đã cùng với chúng ta gặp mặt và trò chuyện trong sự kiện ngày hôm nay. Và xin được cảm ơn tất cả những diễn giả đã mang đến thêm thật nhiều những góc nhìn đa dạng cho chương trình. Once again, thank you very much to all our panelists.